What's going on, guys? Austin here. And if you've looked up any sort of health and fitness topic on YouTube, you've probably come across a guy by the name of Grego Gallagher, otherwise known as Kinobody. And he's a big proponent of intermittent fasting and eating loads of Chipotle, POPCHIPS, and dark chocolate. So for the next 7 days, I'm gonna be eating just like Kinobody, and I'm gonna be documenting the entire process, tracking my weight, how I feel throughout the day, and how my workouts are going, and if I'd recommend this. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. All right, guys, so let's see here. Let's get that lighting. I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so we're gonna keep the lighting the exact same. This is what we're currently working with. Let's get it to a different angle. Let's see here. All right, let's get a weigh-in real quick. We are sitting at 173.6. 173.6, if you can see that. So this is what we're working with right now. We're gonna see what the next week has in store. Chipotle, chocolate, POPCHIPS. Very, very excited. Really excited to show you guys the results as far as the scale goes. I just want to talk real quick about the Kinobody diet and what he claims to be the most successful when he was in the best shape of his life in 2016. Intermittent fasting, just having black coffee, sparkling water in the morning, fasting until the late afternoon, breaking the fast with a piece of fruit, 1 or 2 pieces of fruit, typically an apple or a banana, sometimes both, and then pushing that big meal, that triple steak Chipotle bowl with cheese and sometimes guac, to around that like 6 or 7 o'clock range. So that's pretty much what we'll do after the Chipotle, a couple hours after, having a couple bags of POPCHIPS. I think he's got like 300 to 400 calories of POPCHIPS each day, and then ending with a chocolate bar, a high percentage of cacao. The one I got was actually this like sugar-free Simply Light from Trader Joe's. So for the next 7 days, I'm gonna be following that diet pretty strict. I'm gonna put on the screen the exact foods that I'm getting, like what I'm getting at Chipotle, the POPCHIPS that I'm consuming, and also the chocolate. I'll put all the macros on the screen for each thing individually, also broken up by day. I'm eating the same thing every day for 7 days, so it's not gonna change that much. And I'll also include a price breakdown because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, how much does it cost to live like that? So I'm going to be putting that on the screen for you. I'll save all my receipts.
So I got what I deserved, you know it. I wanted it to hurt.
This is gonna be the best week of my life.
Rewind, it's my fault. I'll give you my heart, you can crush it, moving on.
I just got back from the grocery store, and I'm going to show you what we're working with here. Let's set you up there. We've got, so I went to Costco Business Center. I don't know if you guys have that where you guys live, but 30 bags of POPCHIPS variety is like 10 bucks. So, of course, I had to get 2 of them. So that's 90, oh my gosh, man. It's 60 bags of POPCHIPS for 20 bucks. So my plan is to have about 3 per day at night with the chocolate. And then for the chocolate, we have these, let's see if we can get this up for you. These dark chocolate Simply Light. Here are the macros. Let's see, hopefully that zooms in. But yeah, one of these bars has 400 calories, and then 3 bags of these is 300 calories. So between these two, it's 700 calories. And then the Chipotle bowl that I've mapped out on their website, because I have a nutrition calculator, it's about 1,000, so that's 1,700. And I'm having 2 scoops of pre-workout, oh my gosh. I'm having pre-workout regardless, but 2 scoops of whey protein, which is another like 230 calories. So sitting pretty at like 1950 calories, which is perfect because I'm cutting right now. Yeah, guys, so headed over to Chipotle soon, but this is what we got. We have 7 bars of It felt ridiculous buying this, but 60 bags of POPCHIPS. It's gonna be a fun week, guys. Lots of fun videos coming soon. Hope you guys enjoy this.
If you want it, I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag. I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag. Oh, yeah. Waving the white flag. Oh, yeah. Waving the white flag. You watch me across the room. Your glances tells me.
Yeah, can I do a bowl to go? Yeah. I will do white rice. Can I do both? Thank you. Can I do double chicken? Can I also get extra fajita veggies? Thank you. Well, I want to cover a couple of my initial thoughts on how this challenge is gonna go. I'm not worried about the intermittent fasting portion at all. I've done that for many, many years, and I'm very well adapted to just prolonging my fast for 16 hours and training fast and all that kind of stuff. So the things that I am worried about are when you go out to eat, one of the things that I've noticed is that your calories in that meal are way denser than if you were just to cook them at home. So going to Chipotle, that bowl is going to be like 12 to 1,300 calories, depending on if I get guac or not. So the only thing I'm worried about is throughout the 2,000 to 2,200 calories that I'm going to be consuming each day, about 1,200 in the Chipotle meal. Personally, if it was up to me, I would just add more volume. I'd either not go to Chipotle and make my own like homemade Chipotle bowls, and I probably wouldn't have an entire bar of chocolate. But once again, we'll see how the challenge goes. Maybe it's crazy satiating and I'm not actually feeling that hungry. So keep you guys along for the ride. But those are my initial thoughts. And also the protein seems a little bit low. I always recommend having at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And that's just kind of like my general rule of thumb to allow me to have more protein, or some days maybe a little bit less protein, depending on if I go out to eat with friends or anything of that nature. So I'm pretty excited. I really like the guy. I've been following him for years. I think it'd be a fun challenge, and I think a lot of people are curious about how Kinobody's doing what he does and if it actually works as effective as he talks. And I'll be talking about different things throughout there. If the diet's affecting my mood, my weight, my workouts, anything like that, I will include in this video for you guys. So let's get started. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's day 3 of the Kinobody challenge, and I'm feeling pretty good. Energy for the last couple days has been pretty solid. Workouts haven't suffered that much. I do want to preface this by saying I've been in a caloric deficit for the past 6 weeks. I'm in a cutting phase right now. I'm really trying to get to that 10 to 12% body fat percentage and get really, really lean. So I went into this already in the caloric deficit, right around 2,000 calories, so the caloric intake hasn't changed that much. What's really changed is the food sources that I've been eating each and every day, and that's pretty much it. I've been doing intermittent fasting for a very long time. I typically just wake up, drink black coffee, sparkling water. You guys can actually see right here. See, we just got a bunch of protein, pre-workout POPCHIPS, sparkling water, and chocolate. So I already basically eat how he eats, except I don't typically have 1,200 calories in Chipotle every day. I typically break it up through like whole eggs, egg whites, ground turkey, fish, that kind of stuff. I just like a little bit more variety in my life than just eating Chipotle every day. After the first 3 days, I've realized, eating Chipotle is great. I never really have to cook, so I'm either you know, eating Chipotle, eating bags of chips like this, or chocolate bars that are already packaged. So I really never have to cook. And that's like one of the main things about this that's appealing is, you know, especially for like younger guys who aren't experienced in the kitchen, they feel like they can't make food that tastes good. Like I see the appeal of the Kinobody diet and how simple it is to just go to Chipotle, buy a bunch of these chocolate bars and a bunch of POPCHIPS. I mean, like, that's why I'm doing this challenge. It sounded like ridiculous. It sounded too good to be true. So we're 3 days in. I'll keep you guys updated for the rest of the days.
I'm doomed. Is there a way to cool you down? Just one mistake and I am out. It's my fault. I'll give you my heart. You can crush it. Moving on. I'll be on my way if you want it. I surrender.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to give you a little update about the Kinobody challenge. I'm pretty low energy. I've also been cutting since, you know, beginning in December, so I decided to throw in one of these monsters. I typically don't get the red flavor, but I figured switch it up a little bit. When cutting, my caffeine skyrockets, just kind of push me through the rest of the cut. But we'll keep you guys updated, and hope you guys are enjoying the video.
Yes, I am waving the white flag. I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag. Waving the white flag. I'm waving the white flag. I'm waving the white flag.
What's going on, guys? Wanted to give you the final day update for the Kinobody challenge. Completely done, as you guys have seen already, the final weigh-in and the physique updates. So not too much changed. I did feel that my energy was way lower than it typically is, eating like, you know, intermittent fasting, hitting 2,000 calories, but a variety of different food sources. Restricting your calories to just Chipotle as your big solid meal, POPCHIPS and dark chocolate, like I just wouldn't recommend that. I think there's way better ways to partition your meals, and macronutrients through like whole eggs and just a bunch of other stuff like that. So I won't get into too much detail, but I know that's not how he eats each and every day, but that is the diet that he said, you know, made him look the best. So gave it a shot for 7 days, didn't like it. Pretty low energy. I'd still do intermittent fasting, but I'd include way more variety of foods and jack up the protein to at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. So those are my final thoughts. Yeah, let me know who else you want me to do.